ಗುಡ್ ಈವ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ಗೆ ಸುಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಐ ಆಮ್ ಸುಗುಣ. ಐ ಆಮ್ career coach for Bangalore Rural under Project Code Unnati. Welcome to the webinar hosted by UNDP Project Unnati, Heidelberg Foundation and partnership with SAP Labs. ಈ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಸೀರೀಸ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತು ಯುವ ಜನಾಂಗವನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ಪ್ಲಾಟ್ಫಾರ್ಮ್ಗೆ ಕರೆತಂದು ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ ಮತ್ತು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಕಾದ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ಸ್ ಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಚರ್ಚೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. Before that, I would like to invite my friend Manasa. Manasa, welcome.
Thank you, Suguna. Thank you so much for the welcome. I'm Manasa. I'm also a career coach for Bangalore Rural from under Project Code Unnati. So I just want to give a brief about what Project Code Unnati is. Project Code Unnati is aimed at empowering youth and women for future employability skills, career guidance, and 21st century skills. The program aims to provide career guidance and counseling and 21st century skills to over 12,000 youth, and also provide access to mentoring, scholarships, apprenticeships, and jobs. It is a 3-year partnership between UNDP India, UNV, and supported by SAP Labs India, and is implemented by Heidelberg Foundation. ಈ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ 3 ಜಿಲ್ಲೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅಳವಡಿಸಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಅವು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು ಗ್ರಾಮಾಂತರ, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಬ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ ರೂರಲ್, ದಕ್ಷಿಣ ಕನ್ನಡ ಮತ್ತು ರಾಯಚೂರು. So Suguna, I just want to ask you a question. ಈಗ how did you choose your career? ನಿಮ್ career ನ ಹೆಂಗ್ choose ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ ನೀವು? Suguna, can you hear me?
ಹೇಳಿ ಮಾನಸ.
Yes, so ನಿಮ್ career ನ ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗ್ choose ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡ್ರಿ? How did you choose your career?
ನಮ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ನಾವು ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾರ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಯಾರ ಹತ್ರ ಏನ್ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಇದು ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿರೋ ಒಂದು ವಿಷಯ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರಿಂದ ನನ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ತಗೊಂಡು ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ನ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಹೌ ಡು ಯು ಚೂಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್, ಮನಸ?
I thought so initially nange social sector ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಐಡಿಯಾ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ. There is a field, this is also an option ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಫೈನಲ್ ಇಯರ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ತುಂಬಾ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಈ ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿ, ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಕೇಳಿ, then I chose this sector, the social sector, and I want to build my career in the future in this sector as well ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತರ ಹಲವಾರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆಲ್ಲಾ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕೆರಿಯರ್ ಚೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ ಗಳಿತ್ತು. ಸೊ ನಾವು ಒಬ್ರನ್ನ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಇಂಟರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಕೇಳಿದ್ವಿ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತು. ಸೊ ಇಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಯಂಗ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ವಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಟು ನೋ, ದೆನ್ ಐ ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಅ ಫ್ಯೂ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್. ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಟುಡೇ ನಮ್ಮ ಸೆಷನ್ಗೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಅನ್ ಓವರ್ವ್ಯೂ ಅಂಡ್ ಗಿವ್ ಅಸ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹೌ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅವರ್ ಕೆರಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಅಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಾಗ ಇವತ್ತಿನ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಂದು ಹೌ ಟು ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಅ ಕೆರಿಯರ್. ಸೊ ಈ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಕ್ಕೆ ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆ ಕೆಲವು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಇನ್ವೈಟ್ ದೆಮ್. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ Shravan Shetty. Shravan Shetty is an international certified career coach. He works with educational institutions on employability skills, career guidance, skill building, and leadership building for the youth. He understands the mindset of young students and has helped thousands of youth make their career choices. Welcome, sir. Welcome to today's webinar. Very delighted to have you with us today.
Hi, Mansa. Thank you. I'll need some help with the camera. I think I need to be allowed to start the video. just
Okay.
request you to. Thank you, Mansa.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us today. So next,
Glad to be here today. Thank you.
Thank you. Next, we have Pragya Kumari. She is a young professional, District Employment Exchange, MCC Mangalore. She also works closely with the youth. So I would like to welcome her too. Welcome, ma'am. Very delighted to have you with us today and very eager to learn from both our experts. Welcome to the webinar.
Thank you so much, Manasa. I'm glad that I could join today for this session. Thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. So now we usually begin, have the webinar such that we discuss a few common general questions. Nam panel members jote kelu common questions ella students mind allo irutte anta prashnena ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ panel members na keli ಅವ್ರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ information ಅಥವಾ advice ಪಡ್ತೀವಿ. So we would like to start the question answer round. Over to you, Suguna, for the question answer round.
Once again, welcome to all panel members. Today we will begin the session with a question answer round. Sir, ನನ್ನ ಮೊದಲನೇ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಶ್ರವಣ್ ಶೆಟ್ಟಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ಕೇಳಕ್ಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೀನಿ.
Yes, Suguna, go ahead.
ಸರ್, ಯಾರಾದ್ರೂ ವಿಭಿನ್ನ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಜೀವನದ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಲು ಬಯಸಿದ್ದರೆ ಅವರು ಯಾವ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯನ್ನು ಹುಡುಕಬೇಕು? ಉದಾಹರಣೆಗೆ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಮತ್ತು ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳು ಅಗತ್ಯವಾಗಿದೆ.
ಸೊ ಮೊದಲನೇ ವಿಷಯ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಆ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮೊದಲು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಾಸಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಕುತೂಹಲದಿಂದ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು, ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ನಾನು ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಅಥವಾ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ, ರೈಟ್? ಈಗ ನಾನು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋ ತನಕ ನಾನು ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ 10th ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಎಕ್ಸಾಮ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದೇ ಮಾದರಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಯಾವ ವೃತ್ತಿ ದಾರಿನ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕಂತ ನಾವು ಇಚ್ಛಿಸ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ದಾರಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಿನಿಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ ಬದಲು ಕುತೂಹಲದಿಂದ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಆಗ್ತೀವಿ, PUC ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು PUC ಮತ್ತೆ ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಳಿದಂತೆ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ಹಿಡಿದು ಸೇರಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿನ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಹೇಳುವಾಗ ಈ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇರ್ಬೇಕು. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ನಾವೊಂದು ಹೋಟ್ಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ, ಹೋಟ್ಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಮೆನು ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ, ಮೆನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋದು ಊಟ ಸಾಮಗ್ರಿಗಳು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಇರೋದ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾವು ವೇಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಇದೇನಿದು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಬರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ಒಬ್ರು ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಡಿಗ್ರಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹಲವಾರು ಜನರಿಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಇದು ಬರೀ ಒಂದೇ ಜಾಬ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ ಇದೆ, ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ನಂತರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು. ಈಗ ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಒಂದು ದಾರಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೋರ್ಸೋದು, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಗೊತ್ತಿರೋ ಮಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ನಮ್ಮ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಸರ್ಕಲ್ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ರು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಈ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಆಪ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹುಚ್ಚಾಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೌನ್ಸಿಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಕಾಮನ್ಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಡ್ ಬಿಲೀಫ್ ದಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಪಾತ್. ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಗವರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಚೈಲ್ಡ್ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಈಗ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ನಾವು ಕರಿಯರ್ ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, once you've taken up psychology, there are close to 100 different career pathways that you can take. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ನೀವು ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ತಕೊಂಡು ಈ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಕೋರ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕಲಿತೀರಿ, ಅಬ್ನಾರ್ಮಲ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪಾಸಿಟಿವ್ ಸೈಕಾಲಜಿ ಏರಿಯಾಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಆ ಏರಿಯಾನ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನೀವು ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ವರ್ಕಿಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದು. ನೀವು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ರಿಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಅ ಟೀಚಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಬ್, ಡೂ ಯೋರ್ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ಡೂ ಯೋರ್ PhD and get into a teaching job. Even in the teaching job, you can teach in the degree college, you can teach in a university. Other than you consumer psychology area dal hogbittu, you can get into advertising industry, you can get into market research, athwa you can get into the social sector also. So the opportunities for every course is driven by your curiosity. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಏನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಂತ, ಈ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ನಂತರ ಯಾವ ಜಾಬ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಂತ ಕೇಳಿದ್ರೆ they will always say I want to get into a core job. If I've done mechanical, I want to get into mechanical. Correct? Which is fine. It is good to do that. But it's also good to see where can I take my mechanical skills to. ಈ ಒಂದು ಕರಕೌಶಲತೆ ಏನಿದೆ, ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ಈ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಈಗ ಪ್ರಜ್ಞಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಇಂದ ಏನು ದಾರಿಗಳಿವೆ ಅಂತ ಅವರು ಅದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಸೇಯಿಂಗ್ ದಟ್ ಟು ಕೀಪ್ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಪ್, we can use the word core and not restrict it to just one straight line, but to multiple opportunities. So the word core we can expand it to C for curiosity, O for opportunities, R for research, E for engaging conversations. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಆಫ್ಲೈನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಈ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಗುರ್ತದ ಪರಿಚಯದಿಂದ we might get connected to somebody working in that industry or role. We have to reach out to people and ask information. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, but to validate information you have to either send an email, talk to somebody to know if the information is true. So you go to an employment exchange, the government has created the employment exchange so that you will know what is true information and what isn't true, right? So likewise, you ಒಂದು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋದಾಗ you see the doctor's board in specialization. Now you won't go to, ನಾವೀಗ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಬ್ರು ಮೂಳೆ ತಜ್ಞರ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಇದು ಟ್ರೀಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ. Likewise, skin specialist hatra ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು we will not take treatment for diabetes. A diabetic person might be referred if there is a skin allergy. So you might go to a general physician, like a general counselor, but specifically we are looking for government opportunities. I will tell you as a career coach that please go and speak to somebody from the government employment exchange to get precise information. I can give only general information. So this core tool anta nanu ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ, curiosity, opportunity, research, engaging conversations, you should have with people who know some information and also who are specialists. So we should use this to find out what are the skills we have, which we are picking up, knowledge we are picking up from the particular course we are doing, and then what is the next course, what are the next certificates, what are the next job opportunities. We should keep talking to multiple people. So that is how we will get to know about different careers from different people who have the information, also from online sources and various other sources. So we can come back later in the webinar if you have more specific questions for me, Sugana. I hope I've answered your questions.
Thank you, sir. Ishtu brief agi explain ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ thank you. Next, Manasa, over to you.
Thank you, Suguna. Thank you, Shravan sir, for the answer. So I have a couple of questions to Pragya ma'am. So my first question is, what are the sources of finding information? Example, online or offline?
See, given today we have, when I was studying, the platform was really limited, that we had only newspaper and we had families and relatives who were already working, who are in the job, to whom we can go and ask that what we should study, how we can move forward, and what are the other options we can, try out. But today we have, yes, as you said, online and offline options. Offline also, as said by Shravan sir, yes, employment office is one of the very important office, because that is, as the name suggests, it's an employment office. Once you step into the employment office, it's a one-stop solution place, because anyone who has just passed their matriculation, if he wants a guidance to what to study further after matriculation, if anyone who is already doing a job and still not satisfied with the job and he wants a guidance, then also he can come to employment office. So one is the employment office, which is a very suitable platform for acquiring information of various sectors, not only just for the government jobs. Given the scenario today, employment office also have the vacancies and opportunities and information about the private sector, especially the local industries, because given this, apart from the national companies, pan-India companies, there are a lot of local companies who also recruit and who also want to take local candidates. So for those such in small companies, employment office is the place where we collect information from them and we keep with ourselves, so that anyone who is interested can come and take the information. And we also put up in the notice board of the employment office, so that anybody who is walking in is able to read and get information through that. Second is the most big platform today is the online platform. As I said, there are a lot of job portals which helps us, but then once we say job portal, all we know is we just type in Google the job portals and there will be n number of lists which will come out. So how the student will know which is the genuine one, if he is applying to the right website, or if he's registering to 10 job portals and still not getting a job which is looking for. In that case, the authenticity should be taken by looking at the say the site or address. Say I work on a project called National Career Service. So the portal's address is www.ncs.gov.in. So the IDs which have edu.in, gov.in, like these are generate authenticity. So they can search on such online portals. Apart from online portals, we have I'll come back to the offline platform. You have a lot of social circle gathering these days. So we have a social media platform is also one of the very great platform in order to generate knowledge, not for applying job, because it may not land you in a very good hands, but then you can always generate knowledge through that platforms. There's LinkedIn where you can go and search for jobs. So these platforms are more authentic and more helpful for searching jobs, online and offline.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for letting us know about how we can get information about jobs online and offline. Next question would be, when looking for information offline, how should we go about it? Whom should we approach to? Offline ali information seek marbekare, how should we go about it then?
Okay, so should I answer that?
Yeah, the question is to you.
Okay, so as I said in my previous conversation only, offline you are going to the employment offices. Earlier there were employment newspapers also, but given the situation, anybody who wants to walk out from the house and say and talk about can come to the employment office. There are common service centers at various locations. There are skilling centers which you can go and gather information. These skilling centers will tell you not just about your own career speciality. They have a lot of streams and trades in which they can tell you that if you want to go for a long-term course or a short-term course, these skilling centers and common service centers will give you information. That is the offline platform. And as I told earlier, there are a lot of good online job portals where one should go and apply is the secondary thing. At least should know about the job portal. So there are various ministries which have their own career pages. So you can go and search a student can go and search on the career section or a recruitment page of such job portals in order to know about the job opportunities. So these recruitment pages of the ministries is going to help. And then there are a lot of I should say government portals also. As I said, I am working in one of the government portals. There are also private portals. They can go for such portals to search for job.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. There is another question for you itself.
Yeah.
So how should we go about finding information? How should we go about finding information online? For example, having to know about the internet and the knowledge of search engines, etc.
See, the first thing, as I said, that the authenticity should, once you type in Google, there is n number of things which is giving us an history, and we tend to say usually the habit is we click on the first 2-3 links. But in order to know the authenticity, as I said earlier, the website address should have edu.in or gov.in or .in kind of address, which are more genuine and authentic. If you don't know about the job, at least one should know about the company's name. And if you know the official website of the company, you can go and just click on the official website and gather the information through that. So the authenticity would only come when you know at least the company name the candidate should know, or should know the, as I'm telling again and again, the edu.in and gov.in kind of things would help him to understand the authenticity.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. So there is one more question for you. With so many websites and so much information available all over the internet, how can we find out which information is right and which information to rely on? For example, like you said already, websites ending with edu or .edu or .gov.
These days, we register in number of websites and we receive newsletters. Sometimes we receive text messages also, which have some links. So when we click on those links, it happens that we usually do not land into the website's address. We land on some other page and they're asking us to subscribe and certain things like that. So in order to cross verify if you are subscribing to anything, the official website is one of the place where you should go and check back. Suppose you have got a link of promotional message that some company is recruiting. So once, just not to follow the link, one should know at the websites or company's official website and then cross verify to those sites and then apply. Second thing is that usually some vacancies, if they're posting it through some job portals, they just generate a link on the job portal and it ultimately redirects them to their own job portal also. Once there is also some job openings who will be registered in Monster, but in some other portal, and when you click on the link, they will take you to some different job portal. So these are the links which one should be able to identify that am I just clicking the different links or I'm actually landing to the job posted or not. So these are the ways in which one should know. After browsing, one should be able to understand and identify the difference, that I'm not just clicking on the links, I'm landing to the right posted job.
Yes, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us so much information about how to find information online and offline, what is the right way and everything. Thank you so much. Over to you, Suguna, for the next question.
Thank you, Mansa. Sir, next question for Shravan Shetty, sir.
Yes, Suguna, please go ahead.
Sir,
yes, go ahead.
ಮಾಹಿತಿಗಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಕೌಶಲ್ಯ ಅಥವಾ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಬೇಕೇ? ಲೈಕ್ ಉದಾಹರಣೆ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ಸ್, ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಇತ್ಯಾದಿ.
So definitely this is a very powerful question because it unlocks the answers for a lot of students. I say that because we say that it's more than the answers, the questions are the most important. What kind of questions you can ask, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ನಾವು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದರ ತಾತ್ಪರ್ಯ ಏನಂದ್ರೆ, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ನಾವು ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ಹುಡುಕುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತಕ್ಕವಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಇಂದ ಸಹ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ನಾವು ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡುವಾಗ ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳ ನಿರ್ಭರವಾಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಸಹ ನಮ್ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿನ ಶೇರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಈಗ ನಾವು ಒಂದು ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಹಾಕ್ತೀವಿ, career opportunities after BSc. The moment we do that, ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ BSc ಎಲ್ಲ BSc courses ಸಹ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. So if you have done BSc computer engineering, you should put BSc computer engineering and see what are the career opportunities. ಈಗ you will get too much information. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ನಾವೊಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ, there is a lot of information sitting online. There is also a lot of information with a lot of people. Filter ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ we have to be looking at how we can structure the information very precisely. So ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಪಾತ್ವೆ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ 3 essential blocks everybody talks about for years together, I can say centuries together, is that you should have knowledge, 1 knowledge, 2 skill, 3 attitude. I want to just resequence it and change it to ASK instead of KSA, because ASK is ask, right? And the most important thing is attitude. ನೀವು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಸ್ಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ನೆಟ್ ವೈಡ್. ಈಗ ನಾವು when we look at the coastal area, right, if you are going to go fishing, you have to put your net wide to catch a lot of fish, right? Because they will be widespread. If you put a net which is very narrow, then what you catch is going to be less. So ನೀವು ಮೀನ್ ಹಿಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಅಥವಾ ಈ ವೃತ್ತಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ತುಂಬಾ ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಆಗಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ನ್ಯಾರೋ ಆಗಿ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಕೆಲವು ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. Keyword search is also again related to all 3 areas of ask. Let me explain. For example, when we look at ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಜಾಬ್ ಪೋರ್ಟಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋದಾಗ, whether it is a government job, whether it is a private job, you will find that they are describing the job description anta irutte. Job description jotege you will find eligibility criteria. You will also find that idralli ee mooru component mix agirutte. They will say, for example, if you're applying for a night shift job in a BPO, there will be a mention the person should be willing to be flexible. Flexible ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. UK timings ಗೆ adjust ಆಗಬೇಕು, ಆಸ್ಟ್ರೇಲಿಯಾ ಟೈಮಿಂಗ್ adjust ಆಗಬೇಕು. So which means that your attitude is also coming into play. ಏನ್ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ ಬೇಕು? So for example, if you're applying for an accounting job, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕಿಲ್ it's not only knowing accounting concepts and knowing debit what comes in, credit goes out, what's a nominal account, what's a real account. Tally, how well do you know Tally? ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ Tally accounting software ತರ ಹಲವಾರು ಇದನ್ನ ಉಪಯೋಗಿಸ್ತಾರೆ. So you can see clearly skill level in Tally. How well do you know Tally? How well do you know Microsoft PowerPoint? How well do you know Excel? Excel alle ಹಲವಾರು specialization levels irutte. Excel ಅಲ್ಲಿ macro hakodu to be able to do basic filtering in Excel. So to answer your question, keyword search is very, very important, not only for broad search of careers, even after you've decided to look for only a set of jobs. Onde ರೀತಿ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಕೆಲಸ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ಸಹ, for example, mechanical engineering nanta, you're looking for an entry level engineering job. So it looks like all the entry level mechanical engineering jobs requires you to have the same skill sets. That is what we will think automatically. Alva, diploma student agbit complete ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ we will think this is the skill required. Adre, apart from your general skills, knowledge that you have about your field, which will help you get into a job, let's say in Bosch or into Dunlop, different sectors, ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆ, ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫಿಕ್ machines ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಆಪರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ ಅದು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಇಂದ ನೀವು ಮುಂಚೆನೆ ಕೀವರ್ಡ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, if you want to go and work for Robert Bosch and competitors, if you want to go and work for companies which are specifically, for example, agricultural interest irutte. So for example, ನೀವು BSc agriculture ನಂತರ you can get into jobs which are into core agriculture research, for example, basic research. Of course, to do deeper research, you have to do MSc, you have to do super specialization, right? I'm also talking about BSc agriculture because there is a question on the panel today on the YouTube live where a student has asked, what about agriculture research jobs? Agriculture research, Alisa, if you are going into one specific area of agriculture research, right, there you will need specialization of knowing about those seeds, those plants. So just because you come from BSc agriculture, it doesn't mean that automatically you will fit all research roles. So on the research pathway, you have to collect more information, know what is the knowledge, skills required, right? So I know I'm giving a long answer, but I'm also conscious of the fact ಈ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡೋದು PUC ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೈನ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ I would like to say that the best way to do this is to use a simple tool, which is, again, I'm giving a word called task, which is T stands for thoughtful, A stands for approach. So a thoughtful approach to structuring knowledge. You asked about how do we gather information. So T stands for thoughtful, which means you have to plan what information you need. Approach, you have to decide a different approach for online information collection, different approach for collecting information from the employment exchange for both private sector job opportunities and government job opportunities. Plus you have to make up your mind. If you have decided that you want to work somewhere else in some other country, you have to find out what are the opportunities there, what is the information required. So what is applicable you will find from employment exchange in the local area might not be the same requirement exactly for state level or for outside the state in another state. So you have to collect general information and then specific information. Specific ವಾಗಿ ಮಾಹಿತಿನ collect ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you have to structure your information, whether it is in a Word document, go through it and take a decision. That is why I say you have to have the attitude, skill, knowledge, definitely. But again, you need task. You need to have a thoughtful approach to structuring your knowledge. ಈ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ನೀವೇನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಸಿಕ್ಕಾಪಟ್ಟೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಹೇಗೆ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಜನರಿಂದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಇಂದ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಹೇಗೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಇಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. So just to touch upon one more example for agriculture research is, The agriculture research institute that you're working for might be, working on paddy strains anta ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಮ local indigenous paddy strains ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ತಮಿಳುನಾಡು ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದಲ್ಲಿ from ages people would have been using those variations. You also have international strains, ಈಗ Monsanto ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳಿರುತ್ತೆ. So there is separate research organizations working on these areas. So the more you know about different fields, your research career track will change based on you might be looking at banana cultivation, mango cultivation, soil fertility, everything changes. So the data that you will have to have command over, the tools which you will use, all of this changes. So there is no one way for you to collect, multiple ways, but you should always structure the information so that you can use the information to take your career decisions. I hope ನೀವು ಕೇಳಿದ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಸುಗುಣ ಅವರೇ ನಾನು ತೃಪ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಯೋಚಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್, ಇಷ್ಟು ಡೀಟೇಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗೆ ಉತ್ತರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಕೆ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಸರ್ ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಗೇನ್. Then overs to Manasa.
Thank you, Suguna. So I have one question to both our panelists. So if you could share any last piece of advice to our youth. Pragya ma'am, would you like to go first?
Thank you, Mansa, for the question. Last piece of advice, actually, I wouldn't say that the last piece of advice, since if there are mixed students here, somebody would be starting, some maybe who would be planning. So the only advice is that, see, whatever we are studying throughout our life, since the young we have this concept given by our comes with the family upbringing that we ultimately have to take up a job. For boys, it's a mandate. For girls, it's optional. But ultimately, job is one of the things which has been given as a kind of a trophy thing to us that we have to ultimately take up a job. So every time a candidate is thinking about a job, there's a lot of expectations tied around that job, which say, as sir said, that the research behind starting a career is also important. Then only you can channelize that how you want to proceed. In the same way, sometimes it happens that for example, I'll say, since I sit in employment office, I interact with very different kind of students. I meet with different shade of people. So there are majority in both my workplace. I'll say I have worked outside Karnataka also. So I'll say in a general way that there's an expectation of a child is that they look for a job in their comfort zones. Comfort zone, when I say, I mean is that they look for a job in their hometown, or they look for a job near their house. So there are a lot of expectation tied to that first job or whatever job they're trying to start. So that expectation shouldn't be there. I am not turning them down or encouraging them down. I'm telling them to keep them open to the options they are going to get in front of their life, because maybe today they will be in discomfort position of taking that call, but ultimately it is going to be helpful in building their own career path. So whenever they're getting an opportunity in which they have to step outside their comfort zone, or from their own country or place or language, whatever, they should be open to do that. That is one advice I want to give. Second is that they shouldn't fix a figure of salary, or they shouldn't fix a image of a perfect dream job or a perfect job. I'll get a table job, I'll get a handsome salary, I'll have a two-wheeler. They shouldn't have such expectation tied to their jobs, because no matter you don't know how you're going to start, there will be ups and downs. So their willpower of that ups and downs should be balanced, that even if I am getting a job which is giving me enough money to learn, I will take that job. That kind of expectation a student should keep in their mind whenever they are going to start forward. That is what I want to say to them. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your advice. Shravan sir.
So can you just repeat the question, Mansa? I was paying so much attention to what Pragya was saying that I was focusing on her advice. Can you just rephrase the question?
Could you please share a piece of advice to our youth?
Okay. So I feel that the advice that I would like to give students today is that there is a belief that we have that we will have one teacher, one guru in our life, and we should have one goal in life. I would like to say that ನಾನು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಬಯಸ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಏನ್ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದ್ ಗುರು ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಆ ಗುರು ನಮ್ಗೆ ನಮ್ ಜೀವನದಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾರ್ಗದರ್ಶನ ನೀಡ್ತಾರೆ, ನಮ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರೊಟೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕರಿಯರ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ತನಕ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಕರ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಆ ಒಂದು ಮನೋಭಾವನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. And we get this based on what we have learned while growing up. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅರ್ಜುನನ್ ಕತೆ ಕೇಳಿದಾಗ ದ್ರೋಣಾಚಾರ್ಯರು ಇದ್ರು, ಆಮೇಲೆ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಕೃಷ್ಣ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. But in today's time and age, you will meet several people along the way from whom you will learn. ಅದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾವು ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, let go of ego. Ego is a 3-letter word, but to build relationship which is a 12-letter word, you need to keep ego on the side. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು, ನಾನು BBM ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರುವಾಗ, ನಾನು ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಇಯರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ, ನಾನು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೆ, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಆಯ್ತು ಈಗ ಇದ್ರ ನಂತರ MBA ಎಂಟ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರಿಪೇರ್ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಐ ವಾಂಟ್ ಟು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಔಟ್, ನಾವು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುವಾಗ we will never as seniors go to a junior and give advice. It is our ego. I'm also telling seniors that they should let go of their ego, go and help juniors. But as juniors, you also have to realize that when you are a senior, you will not go. So you have to start going to your seniors and asking them about opportunities. See, I was a very shy, introverted person. Even on Matadwaga, it might not appear so that I'm very shy or an introvert. But when I was in college, I was somebody who did not have a single school friend whom I was in touch with. I knew all my school classmates' names, but they didn't know me. So they didn't keep in touch with me. But I remember I read a book by Dale Carnegie, which is called How to Win Friends and Influence People. I remember 2 sentences which I read so many years ago that has stayed with me. One is what he says is that if you want to make friends, be deeply interested in the other person. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಕುತೂಹಲ ಇರುವಾಗ, when you're interested in the other person, their likes, their dislikes, what they're interested in, and you become a listener, you can become a good friend to anyone. But if you want everybody to know you before you get to know them and care for them, you cannot build a friendship or relationship. Same thing with information on your career. Unless you show interest in a person who's already in that role, he will not share information, she will not share information willingly, because she doesn't know that you want the information, right? Because maybe ಆ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿರುವಾಗ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರು ಯಾಕೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನನಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಿ, ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮೀ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು. So as the younger person, you should always go and ask for information. If you are somebody who's older and you feel you can help somebody, please offer. People can refuse or accept, right? So that is one. I have had people in my college who have given me information and advice which helped me go for competitions, opportunities, and it helped me grow. ನಾನು BBM ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಬಿಡುವಾಗ ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಸ್ಟೇಜ್ ಫಿಯರ್ ಹೋಗಿತ್ತು. ನಾನು ಹಲವಾರು ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಗಳಿಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, ಆದ್ರೆ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋ ಸೀನಿಯರ್ಸ್. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ನಾನು ಕಾಂಪಿಟಿಷನ್ ಹೋದಾಗ ಬೇರೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾರು ಕಂಪೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ನಾನು ರಿಲೇಶನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಅವ್ರು ಬೆಂಗಳೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಓದ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಅವರಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿ, ನನಗೆ ಆ ಮಾಹಿತಿಯಿಂದ ಉಪಯೋಗವಾಗಿ ಐ ಲೇಟರ್ ಆನ್ ಬಿಲ್ಟ್ ಮೈ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಐ ಗಾಟ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದೆಮ್. ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಲೈಫ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೊಂದು ನಮ್ಮ ವೆಹಿಕಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ, ಕರಿಯರ್ ಹೈವೇ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ನಮ್ಮ ವೃತ್ತಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೊಫೆಷನ್. ಆ ರೂಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಮೈಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋನ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಾಣುತ್ತೆ. ಬೆಂಗಳೂರು 150 ಕಿಲೋಮೀಟರ್, ಮ್ಯಾಂಗ್ಳೂರ್ 200 kilometers. There are a lot of times in between the road is under construction, you don't know whether to go left or right. So if you make it a habit to ask people the direction on the way, you will find a lot of times that people will guide you the right way. So you have to cross check. ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ people will play a prank, they'll send you in the opposite direction, but more often than not people will definitely help you. So ಗುರಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರುವಾಗ we should see whether that goal is a shifting goal. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ I might say that today I want to be an agriculture researcher, but as I finish my BSc MSc, I might get to know of other job opportunities, career opportunities which are more suitable for me. I shouldn't think like it's like Akashvani. You will go and reach the age of 40 and become the CEO of this company, right? It doesn't happen that way. Iga agodilla. So as you get information, it's okay for you to change your goals. As Pragya rightly said, as you proceed in your life, you will get to know of other things and you have to make changes. You can't be very fixed saying I will take only this opportunity. The opportunity will change. It might be a lower salary now, but does that lower salary give me an opportunity to learn more, learn wider, learn deeper in the field, right? Which will set me up for more opportunity. ಇನ್ನೂ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳು ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಸರಸ್ವತಿಯ ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮಿ ಕಾಲ್ ಹಿಡಿಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ. When you go after knowledge, automatically Lakshmi will come after you. That is the belief that we have. And it is true. If you're a knowledge expert, subject expert, you're the best, the rest will follow. It's just a matter of time. So I would like to say, let go of ego, build relationships. ಗುರಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಇಡಿ. ಹೇಗೆ ನಿಮ್ ಜೀವನ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗುರುಗಳು ಎಷ್ಟೇ ಬರ್ಲಿ ಗುರುಗಳನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. There is no problem in having multiple mentors, multiple gurus who might be younger than you, older than you. I don't know how to use the mobile or the laptop. There are people who are younger than me who have taught me how to use certain tools, right? So I have learned from them. I've also taught people who are much older than me, 15, 20 years older than me. I've worked with them in the social sector as well. I've worked with people who are younger than me in the social sector as well, right? Who have a lot of information, knowledge. And this is true. Even in my corporate training career across sectors, educational institutions, with government organizations, I've always learned something from other people. And there is no age to stop learning. So keep learning. Let go of ego is the advice. That is the advice I would like to give.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your advice. I think it has reached all the students today on the call. So another question is, what is one myth you would like to break about knowing different career paths? To both. So Pragya ma'am, if you could answer the question. One myth to break about knowing different career paths.
Thank you for the question, Mansa. I will say the myth, I will say, like, not as per the career path aspect, in general, whenever one is planning a career, there are a lot of presumptions in the head, like I will take up a job according to my qualification, I will work only in my hometown. Like, there's a lot of presumptions, parameters on which we keep our job, that if I get this and this and this, I'll do my job. So that presumption shouldn't be there, first thing, because anybody who is starting as of like that is already have created a roadblock, a mind block in its own way. Second thing, I would like to say that sometimes it happens that you are doing a job, and for some reason, for some other circumstances, a person has to switch job. Sometimes for health reasons, sometimes for some personal reasons, one has to switch jobs. Now there's a myth that if I keep switching my jobs, I will not be called a sustainable, reliable person. In one way, I'll say that's correct, but in another way, if you're not switching jobs, if you're not switching your sector or profile, you're not learning, though. You're keeping yourself constant. So anybody who's thinking that if they are changing jobs, that will hamper their career, it's more that it will give more exposure to their career. So that myth about switching jobs shouldn't be there inside the student's mind. If they are getting an opportunity in which they're doing something from their previous role, they should be willing to take it. That's what I want to say.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Shravan sir, would you like to break a myth about knowing different career paths?
So I think I would like to answer that question by using certain symbols which we always see on our keyboard and otherwise in our lives, which is the question mark and the exclamation mark, right? So a lot of times when we look at a career path, ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ವೃತ್ತಿನ ನಾವು ಮಾರ್ಗವನ್ನು ನೋಡಿದಾಗ, can I do it? May I do it? Shall I do it? Are three questions. Can I do it? Basically is a question we are asking, naninda agatta, right? So to take up any role or goal, first thing is we have to realize that if everybody knew what are the problems that they are going to face, they wouldn't have started out on the path. ಈಗ ಯಾರಿಗಾದ್ರೂ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ, ಕ್ರಿಸ್ಟೋಫರ್ ಕೊಲಂಬಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಲ್ಲ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಮಸ್ಯೆಗಳು ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ, he would not have got onto that ship. Neither would have Vasco da Gama. So a lot of times we do basic planning and we get into a career path. The current situation, pandemic situation, is a fine example of that. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವೃತ್ತಿಗಳು ಅವರು ವಿದ್ಯಾಭ್ಯಾಸ ಸೇರಿದಾಗ it was looking really good. right? Travel industry and everything. So immediately the pandemic bandra mele, is it wrong to get into the travel or hospitality industry? Absolutely not. But we have to make changes to the way we approach it, right? So which means, can I do it, right? From a question mark, you change it to an exclamation mark. Can I do it? Maybe, perhaps. Let me give it a try. Let me surprise myself. Let me surprise others, right? Shall I do it? So when you say, shall I do it, will I do it? It's also your attitude, right? Are you willing to, proceed ahead? And a lot of times we ask permission from too many people. We ask permission from our family members, friends, everybody else. We should not look at what is trending. We have to look at our personality, our interest, our strengths. ನಮ್ಮ ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಏನಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಏನಿದೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಕೊರತೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ಶಕ್ತಿಯಿಂದ ನಾವು ಹೇಗೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಮೀರಿಸಬೇಕು, ಕೊರತೆಯನ್ನು ಹೇಗೆ ಮೀರಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕು. See, people who get ahead in their life are people who work on their strengths. And by working on the strengths and becoming bahubalis in their own strength, they are the people who surge ahead, right? So I would like to say that one myth is that there are a lot of people who say you can't do it because you're from a small town. For every person who says that, let's not forget MS Dhoni, right? Mahendra Singh Dhoni, when he started playing for India, or ಭಾರತಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ಲೇ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, ವಿಕೆಟ್ ಕೀಪರ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವ್ರು ಆರಂಭ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಕರಿಯರ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ when he became captain, ಅವರು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತಿದ್ರು. He used to struggle. But by the time he had his captaincy, he kept improving. Today, ನೀವು ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಟಿವಿ ಸೀರಿಯಲ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, you might give him a movie role, he can do a fantastic job. Because Mahendra Singh Dhoni, D stands for determination. ನಾನು ಮಾಡಬಲ್ಲೆ, I can do it. And that is why we say in career coaching, absolutely, definitively, a person who says, I can do it, I will do it, will figure out a way. So we have to look at that self-determination. So it is a myth that you cannot do it. There are restrictions, limitations, obstacles are there, but there is an opportunity also. Without obstacles, we don't become heroes whose career stories are captured, right? It requires a lot of determination. Whether it is a person who leaves his or her state, which is in one part of India, comes to another state and is doing his or her job, that requires determination. The person can say, I will not move out of my hometown. But the moment the person moves past this self-imposed limitations, sky is the limit. That's what I would like to say. So the myths, what I and Pragya have spoken about, is in general. There are so many myths, as she was saying, people have made up in their own minds, right? So our myth ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಬಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು. They have to realize that ಅದು ಅವರ ಸಂಶಯ, ಅದು ಅವರ one myth. ಅದನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಬಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ they can move ahead a lot of times. ನಾನು ಕನ್ನಡ medium student, I cannot succeed. That's wrong. You can do well. You don't need to be an English professor. You need to know English to communicate, to do well on your job. That is a myth. It doesn't matter where you're born. It's what you do between the time you're born and the higher power, whoever it is, decides your time has come to go, right? So in between, we also have a choice, always have a choice, and we can do what it takes to break these myths, which we have taken upon ourselves to do well in whichever career that we decide to take. That's what I would like to give as an advice.
Sir, thank you so much for giving all the students the advice. So there is one more question. If you could share one person or one platform or a place that young people on our call today can easily access to know more about different career information and opportunities, what would be your recommendation? Sir, would you like to go first?
So you want me to go first, or do you want Pragya to?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
So I think one platform which I would recommend is it's called career360.com, CAREER360.com, careers360.com. It's a very comprehensive platform which has a listing of different courses, colleges, institutes, but it's one of the many websites. So I would say that's a good website to look at, and also to look at LinkedIn as a platform, because you have people from different careers, different profiles. Our profile ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ careers 360 ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ different educational courses ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. In India, especially, they also have some information on courses overseas. ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ಇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸಿ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ ತರ BCom ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ PUC ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಮಾಡಿರೋರು ಹೇಗೆ ಅವರ ಕರಿಯರ್ ನ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. You will be able to find their profile, what courses they have done, where they have studied, where they have worked. All this information you will get. So 2 sites which I recommend is linkedin.com and careers 360. And of course Sach Honge Sapne, which is the UNDP YouTube site, which gives you a lot of information of different about different careers on YouTube. UNDP Sach Honge Sapne, which has videos in Kannada as well for our audience who are from Karnataka. ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹ ಹಲವಾರು ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳಿವೆ, ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ವೃತ್ತಿಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾಹಿತಿ ಇದೆ, ಅದನ್ನ ನೀವು ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for letting us know about career360.com and LinkedIn and also Sach Honge Sapne YouTube channel. Ma'am, would you like to share something about, or would you like to suggest a platform?
Yeah, Mansa, thank you. I would like to talk about the portal in which I work in, which is called as National Career Service. The website address would be www.ncs, that is nationalcareerservice.gov.in. It's a government of India's job portal, and it's a portal where not only jobs are posted, we have a tie-up with the TCS people, and we are having some online training for the freshers who want to start their career, who are working on their communication, who are working on their computer skills. So we have some online training for them, and it's a free training. And since the registration it's a government website, so everything posted there is free. One second thing is that it has a job calendar, so it will tell you about all the jobs which are posted through the portal across India. So someone who is looking for a job which are going to happen for a job fair or a placement drive in Karnataka, they can just go to the calendar page and search. So it will tell you about job opportunities, job fairs and placement drives. It has a dedicated section for women, wherein if they are looking for a work from home job or an online job, so we have a dedicated section for women. And third most important section is we have different pages, different section for links to the government jobs. Say, as I said earlier, every ministry has a recruitment page. So that particular portal will help you to know the list of those ministries and their recruitment page. And also the different jobs, government jobs which are posted on the portal can be available there. So it's like the portal will help you to search for private jobs as well, government jobs as well, training as well, and some information on self-employment. So it's a portal which needs to be explored. So if the user once goes and start using it, there will be a lot of information one can gather on that. So I'll tell online platform would be the NCS portal. He can go and search.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for letting us know about the ncs.gov.in portal. Thank you so much to both the experts on the panel today for answering all the questions, and I hope it has cleared so many doubts that our students will have about how to go about and get information about a career. Thank you so much. And now I would like to open the platform for questions from our students. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಇದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ಯಾನಲ್ ಮೆಂಬರ್ಸ್ ಹತ್ರ ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಚಾಟ್ ಬಾಕ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಟೈಪ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೋದು ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ನ. ಸೊ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೈಪ್ ದಿ ಕ್ವೆಶ್ಚನ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಸೆಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಅಸ್ ಸೊ ದಟ್ our experts will answer the question. So there is a question I would like to ask this question to both the experts. What is the most importance of knowing about different careers to make an informed career decision? Ma'am, you're on mute.
I said I lost your voice in between, so you'll have to repeat the question.
Yeah, I'll repeat the question. What is the importance of knowing about different careers to make an informed career decision?
For this, Shravan has already told us in very detailed manner that the ask thing which he was saying, the thorough research one which is needed before you start looking for, and the attitude and approach of open to learn and explore options, that is something which is important. So I think I'm not the right person to say on this. I will over to Shravan sir, because he has already detailed this very, very beautifully in his previous conversation. So I would over to him for this answer.
Thank you, Pragya. Manasa, what I would like to do is let me cover up another facet of the same question which I have not answered earlier. ಸೊ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಹಲವಾರು ವೃತ್ತಿಗಳು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಇರುವಾಗ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾಡೋದಂತ ಒಂದು ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದು ಹೇಗೆ ಅಂತ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕ್ಲಿಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರಿಂಗ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವಿ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮೋರ್ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕರಿಯರ್ ಪಾತ್ವೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ, ಸಾಮರ್ಥ್ಯ ಇದೆಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದಿ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಫಾಲ್, ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಗ್ಯಾಪ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಅ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಟ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್, ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಐ ಡೂ ಇಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸಮ್ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾವು ಮುಂಚೆ ಯಾವ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಏನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅದರಿಂದಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನನ್ಗೆ ಒಬ್ರು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಓಪನ್ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವರು ಅಡ್ಮಿಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ವೇರ್ ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸಸ್. ದ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಅನ್ ಆಪ್ಷನ್. ಈಗ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ತಕೊಂಡ ನಂತರ he wanted to join nursing, right? So which becomes a difficult proposition. So now there was an avenue open a couple of years ago, 1 year ago, before this, for several years there was a general nursing program. 2 varsha general nursing ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು then you do 3 years BSc nursing. But now the government has decided to integrate it. So right now immediately, other than the general nursing course, if there are very few colleges who are offering this course, he has to take that course option, only then get in, right? So likewise, if he had already explored a lot of the options, he would have taken science and been able to get into nursing. So this is an example of why when you explore a lot of options, you can also take a broad career decision early on in your life. Akasmat obru student ನಾನು ಸೈನ್ಸ್, ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಅಥವಾ ಆರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಏನ್ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡದೇ ಇದ್ದಿದ್ರೆ, and if the student is good, very good at studies, it's okay for the student to take science for 2 years in PUC and then decide. But if you're not good at science, it's completely okay for you to get into commerce. You don't have to go through all science courses because you're not interested in science, right? So interest, aptitude, exploring different career opportunities gives you an idea in terms of what pathway you can take, right? So, but it is not prescriptive. It is a descriptive thing that we as career experts or as employability experts, Pragya will say, Iga obru student decide madidare, I want to be this, I want to do this, it's fine. We are not saying compulsory you have to look at 20 options. No. It's good to explore so you'll know about what your options are. But it's not mandatory. Nothing is mandatory. You can decide your career pathway. But looking at different opportunities gives you an idea of your interest and skills and how you can shape it for your career.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. There is another question. I keep on applying for several jobs, but I do not get responses. So is my CV bad, or are there less jobs in the sectors I'm interested in?
Shall I take it? Can I take it, Pragya, with your permission? So I think first thing is I would, I would recommend that the student gets in touch with one of our career coaches or with a team. We can schedule a call for this and help you out. Illi ಏನಂದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. What are the jobs that the student is applying for? What is your qualification? What does your resume say? Right? So the job that you're applying to, if the job description and the qualities that they have mentioned is required for attitude, skill, knowledge, if it is not correlating, the chances of you getting the job are remote. Again, nimma resume, if you are very aware of the fact that it could be your resume, then probably it is, because we know our situation the best. So what I advise everybody who's doing a job search, job hunt is, you make a list of the companies, job description anna nodi. ಹಿಂದಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಈಗಿನ ಕಾಲದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಲವಾರು ಕಮ್ಯುನಿಟಿಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ಅ ಹಾರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್, ರೈಟ್? ವೆನ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಡೂಯಿಂಗ್ ಅನ್ ಅರೇಂಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾರೇಜ್, ವಾಟ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿ ಹಾರೋಸ್ಕೋಪ್? ಗುಣಗಳನ್ನು ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದೇ ಸೇ ಗುಣ ಅಂಡ್ ದೇ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಇಟ್. ಹೈಯರ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಟಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ, higher the chances of the marriage getting fixed. It is the same in the employability market. They have a job criteria, description criteria, your resume they are looking at. If your resume is not communicating those qualities, there is no match. You don't get a job opportunity or a offer. So it is important that your resume communicates that. And it's also important how you're applying. You hege ee job apply ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಿ. Are all these jobs that you're applying only on websites like Naukri? Are you applying directly to the company? Are you applying ಯಾರ್ದೋ reference ಇಂದ apply ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? When I say reference, I don't mean influence. Conventional ನಮ್ಮ what we see in movies influence. I'm not talking about that reference. ಸಿಫಾರಿಶ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, recommendation ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. If you know somebody who's working in a company, companies in the HR will take reference resumes because they believe this person who's recommending knows the person. For example, ಈಗ ನೀವು let us assume the student who's asked this question, ಈ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿ ಏನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ, let us assume ಅವರು ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ. ಡಿಪ್ಲೊಮಾ ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಅವ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ they do implant training, apprenticeship or internship, right? So ಅವರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ, if in the resume you mentioned like references the person where you work with, it carries weightage. Likewise, ನೀವು LinkedIn ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು profile create ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು you apply it through the LinkedIn page, right? Or you go to a government job, but what you do is ನೀವು ಬರೀ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ eligibility criteria for a government job BSc, but there are other things which have been mentioned on the government website. Look at the entire job description. Don't see only a part of it. ನೀವು ಇಡೀ ಕತೆ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಡಿಸೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಮಿಸ್ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಟ್ಸ್ ದ ಸೇಮ್ ವೇ ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಟೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ ಬಿಟ್ವೀನ್ ನೀವು ಮತ್ತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕಂಪನಿಗೆ ನೀವು ಏನ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ. ಕೆಲವು ಸೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಪಾಸ್ಟ್ 1.5 years ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ಯಾಂಡಮಿಕ್ ಇಂದಾಗಿ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇದೆ. ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ a lot of opportunity for freshers. Hiring nadita ide, but you have to have those qualifications. So definitely I have just given a broad set of questions for this person who's put up this question. ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಇದನ್ನ evaluate ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು self analyze ಮಾಡಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೋಡಿ, you will get some answers. If you need more support, please get in touch with our team and we will see how best we can guide you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. One more question is, during this period of COVID pandemic, what has been the rate of enrollment for jobs and how many youth have been able to register and avail in Karnataka? Pragya ma'am, answer this question.
See, Manasa, for Karnataka, I won't be able to say exclusively, but I will tell in a general scenario for given the COVID situation. See, there has been a lot of registrations, I'll say, because people are now, there are a lot of people who lost their job due to pandemic. Lots of people were completing their studies and were about to start the job, and the nation got locked down. So the registrations of candidates to the employment offices or to the online job portal is uncountable. But as I'll connect to the previous question also with here, given the situation, people are in a desperate situation of getting a job somehow in whichever platform. It is online job, it's a data entry job, it's a work from home job. They are desperate. So once they are registering to the job portals, the moment they register, their expectation starts from there only, that now that I've registered, I will definitely get a job. So that mapping of the job description and the job posted is very much necessary. So given the situation, there are sectors which are least affected is the education sector, it is the e-commerce sector, it is the retail sector, which are not very much affected. So the job opportunities in these sectors are good, have been increased, in which freshers are also included. So a student who is freshly wanting to look for jobs and thinking about the opportunities created, they should focus on such sectors. Secondly, spamming their own mailboxes by registering to any by applying to any jobs won't also help. They should be patient for one thing, given the scenario that they are not the only one who is not having the job right now. There are a lot of people with them across India who would be facing the same situation. So instead of panicking down and like discouraging themselves that I am not getting job, I'm sitting ample, they should be searching the internet and analyzing and then applying to the jobs in which they're actually matching their criteria. That is one thing which I'll say. Second thing is that government is also taking good care of this particular situation. So you see there are a lot of migrant workers who were coming from different places. So there was an exclusive portal created for them so that their job should also be recreated and they should be reestablished. So it's not that only the private sectors are looking for it, government is also looking for it. The situation right now is that one has to be a little patient for this thing, and the sectors which are least affected, they should start focusing on that particular sectors and start applying on those sectors in order to increase their employability.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Manasa, I just want to just add on some supporting points to what Pragya has shared. So pandemic situation indaga ಏನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ registrations ಇದೆ, correct? For example, we all know that before the pandemic, MBBS students, halwaru students medical college ಸೇರ್ತಾರೆ, dental college ಸೇರ್ತಾರೆ, Ayurvedic, BMS, different courses, medical allied fields, they join the course, and a lot of them look for government jobs, right? So they say there are not enough government jobs, not enough private jobs. Pandemic time only, the government of Karnataka, like the central government and across states, they also offered contract jobs to MBBS doctors. So right, it's an opportunity. So Pragya ಹೇಳಿದ ತರ ಕಾಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಬಂದಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಬರೀ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಜಾಬ್ ತಗೊಳ್ತೀನಿ ಅಷ್ಟಂಕ ಐ ವಿಲ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅಪ್ಲೈ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಫ್ಲೆಕ್ಸಿಬಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಪೇಷಂಟ್. ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ, ಒಂದು ಕಾಲಿಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದು ಅವಸರ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದಾಗ ಕಾಲಿಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬಾಗ್ಲನ್ನು ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅದೇ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ other than the government, there are also individual organizations under the SGM trust and with the public sector banks. They created something called Root Seti anta. In almost every district, they have self-employment generation courses. So like this, there are also a lot of people who have got into self-employment, where the government and there are other funds available for supporting entrepreneurship. So in the past 1.5 years, people have created jobs also. If you look at pre-pandemic and post-pandemic, in this 1.5 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೈಸರ್ ಕಂಪನಿ, ಗ್ಲೌ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಗ್ಲೌ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಷನ್, ಹೆಲ್ತ್ ಕೇರ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್, ರೈಟ್? ಒಂದ್ ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವ್ರೆ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಬಿಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ crisis is an opportunity. Lot of people have shifted careers short term before they get opportunities. So definitely registrations, as Pragya is saying, ಎಲ್ಲ ಕಡೆ registration ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಕೆಲಸ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ they don't remove their registration. It's still active because they're always looking to see, if I get a job, I'll go to a government job, right? So there are also people who apply for government jobs. ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು BAYT.com ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಿಡ್ಲ್ ಈಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಬ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೌತ್ ಏಷ್ಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ವಿ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ರಿಸೋರ್ಸ್ಫುಲ್. ನಾವು ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೋರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. In a job, we will apply for 20 jobs, and if they call for interview, they'll say, right now I'm not interested in shifting. So adu sa agutte. So there is a mix of all these situations in the current situation. Even this situation, digital marketing demand has gone up. Nammobru friend company alli, digital marketing company alli, people have used the outside job to negotiate a better salary. Innu ಕೆಲವರು ಜಾಬ್ ಬಿಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ, right? So there is a lot of things which is happening. So it's a mixed opportunity back. That's what I would like to say. ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿವೆ, ಉದ್ಯೋಗ ಅವಕಾಶಗಳಿವೆ. ಕೆಲವರು ಕೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಸೇರ್ಬೇಕು, ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಟರ್ಮ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್, ಆನ್ಲೈನ್ ಸರ್ಟಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್, but opportunities are there. The ones who seek employment are employable, and there are opportunities. That's what I would like to say.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. There is one last question. How to really find a mentor? Sir, if you could answer this.
So I will answer this question by saying, if you are one of the students that this particular program, ಈ program ಏನಿದೆ, ಕೋಡ್ ಉನ್ನತಿ program, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ಬರ್ತಿದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಏರಿಯಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ಶಿಪ್ಸ್ ಬಿಲ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡಿದೀವಿ, ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿದೀವಿ. CII ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಚೇಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಮರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅಪ್ರೆಂಟೈನ್ಶಿಪ್, ಇಂಟರ್ನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟೀಸ್ ನಾವು ತರಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದೀವಿ. ಒಂದು ಅವಕಾಶ ಬಂದಾಗ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ವರ್ಕಿಂಗ್. It doesn't matter whether it is a part-time job, whether it is a job for a week. It might be a job, ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮೊಂದು ಸೂಪರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಒಂದು ಇವೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಮೋಷನ್ ಜಾಬ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದ್ ಸಾಯಂಕಾಲ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಬಿಸ್ಕೆಟ್ ಸ್ಯಾಂಪ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ, ಇಲ್ದಿದ್ರೆ ಕ್ರೆಡಿಟ್ ಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾರೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಚಿಕ್ಕ ಕಾರ್ಖಾನೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಇಂಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಅವಕಾಶ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಜನರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗುವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಈ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ನೀವು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. UNDP ಮುಖಾಂತರ ನೀವು ರೀಚ್ ಔಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಬೇಕು, ಫಾಲೋ ಅಪ್ ಸೆಷನ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಮೆಂಟರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಮಥಿಂಗ್ ವಿಚ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೌಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ಬೇಕು, ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಆಸ್ಕ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ. ಸೊ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ Manasa, can you be my mentor? Pragya, can you be my mentor? It is not like the old TV serials where there will be an announcement from the sky. Shravan, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ BC ರೋಡ್ ಮೇನ್ ರೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕಾಯ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಮಣಿಪಾಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಹೊರಗೆ ಬನ್ನಿ, ಡಯಾನಾ ಹೋಟ್ಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ಹೋಗಿ, ಡಯಾನಾ ಹೋಟ್ಲ್ ಹತ್ರ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಸಿಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್, ಇನ್ವಿಟೇಷನ್ ಯಾರು ಕಳ್ಸೋದಿಲ್ಲ. You have to talk to people, show, ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮುಂಚೆ, I talk to you about core, curiosity, opportunity, research, engaging conversations. ನೀವು ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಈ ಬೇರೆ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಮಾತುಕತೆ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಅವರು ನೀವೇನ್ ಎಫರ್ಟ್ ಹಾಕಿದಿರಿ ಅದನ್ನ ನೋಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅವರೇ ನಿಮ್ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಆಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. It is true, I have seen it several times and seeing it happen even now. ಈಗ ಸಹ ನಾವೊಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಡೆಸಿದಾಗ, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಂತರ ಇಮಿಡಿಯೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ನಂಗೆ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಕಳ್ಸೋರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಇತ್ತೀಚೆಗೆ ನಾನೊಂದು MBA ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಂತ ಡಿಸಿಷನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿತ್ತು ಕೇರಳದಲ್ಲಿ. ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಇನ್ವೈಟೆಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್. ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಇನ್ ದಿ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸ್ಪೋಕ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಮೀ, ನನ್ನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೀ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿ, one student in 120 students, he sent me an email. How did he find my email? He found me on LinkedIn. LinkedIn ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು, I am a student studying in this college in Kerala. Nam faculty ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು that you will come for a guest lecture. I'm sorry. I hope it's okay for me to contact you ಅಂತ email ಕಳಿಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ. So either I can say, what is this behavior? Why is he getting in touch with me? That is one point. But otherwise I can say, I have to appreciate the effort. ಏನ್ ಹುಡುಗ ಅವನು ಇನಿಷಿಯೇಟಿವ್ ತಕೊಂಡು ಅವನು ಇಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಗುರುತು ಇಲ್ಲದೆ, ಪರಿಚಯ ಇಲ್ಲದೆ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾನೆ, ಅವ್ನಿಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇದೆ ಅವನನ್ನ ಡೆವಲಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅವನ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಆ ಸೆಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ನಡೆಸಿದಾಗ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ಯು ಟೇಕ್ ದಿ ಆಪರ್ಚುನಿಟಿ. ಈಗ ನೀವು ಕರಿಯರ್ ಕೋಚ್ ಆಗಿ ನೀವು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಒಂದು ಕಾಲೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಡೆಸ್ತೀರಿ, ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್? ನೀವು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನಡೆಸಿದಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿರೋ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು 50% ಸುಮ್ನೆ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇನ್ನು 50% ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಹತ್ರ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮತ್ತೇನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಾನಸ ಮೇಡಮ್, ನೀವು ಜೂನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಿ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಪ್ರಗ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಇಮೇಲ್ ID ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಾ? ಅವರು ಒಂದು ಇದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡಿದ್ರು, ಎಂಪ್ಲಾಯ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಚೇಂಜ್, ಅದು ನನ್ನ ವೆಬ್ಸೈಟ್ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಕರಿಯರ್ ಸರ್ವಿಸ್ ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ಹೇಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಮಾಡೋದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಅದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಮಾನಸ ಪ್ರಗ್ಯಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಇಮೇಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, ಶಿ ವಿಲ್ ಗೆಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ಇದೇ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ ಅವ್ರು ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಈ ಪ್ರಗ್ಯಾ ಆರ್ ಸಂಬಡಿ ಎಲ್ಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಬಿ ದ ಮೆಂಟರ್. ಸೊ ಮೆಂಟರ್ ಇಸ್, ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ಮೆಂಟರ್. ನಾವು ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕು ಮೆಂಟರಿಗೆ. ಅವರು ಪ್ರತ್ಯಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಮುಂದೆ ಅಪಿಯರ್ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ದಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಮೂವೀಸ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ವುಡ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಟು ಸೇ.
Thank you so much. So before we end the session, I would like to ask one more thing from both our experts. So if you could give a one-line advice to the students present in the call today, a one-line advice. Pragya ma'am, would you like to go first?
Okay, thank you, Manasa. I'll just say the whole conversation which we had today here was on one thing which is very important, which Shravan sir is really trying to emphasis on, is the interest and effort. These two things are very much important in order to start anything. So so one thing which I want to say to all the participants who have joined in, there would be a lot of students who joined just because they've got the link. They would there would be some category who would be willing or waiting for such sessions to happen for gather more and more information. So the interest and the effort part is really very important. So whether we are talking about choosing a career, whether we are talking about choosing a job, whether we are talking about teaching or anything we talk about, the interest is the very important part that plays also. Today I can just suppose I am a attendee of the session, I can just switch off the video and forget about it, that I had a session of 1.5 hours with such good experts and with such knowledgeable information. But there would be a lot of people who would have made a notes on this, that these are the things which were told about them, these are the websites which were talked, these were the sectors which were taught about. So the effort part and the interest part they have to carry forward their lifetime, not just for starting their career, not just for starting their studies. These two things are like your breath. So you have to keep it with you with your entire life for having a sustainable career path, for having a peaceful, happy job life, what you say, because ultimate aim of everybody of doing anything job is to keep ourselves happy. So that thing comes only when you're putting your heart and soul, and that only comes when you give yourself do things in which you are interested enough and you are making effort to do those things. So I will say these two things are very important right now.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your advice. Sir, what would you like to tell or convey to our students?
So I would like to just build on our Pragya aur ಏನು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದರ ಮೇಲೆ I would like to just build and say update yourself or be outdated. So ನೀವು app ಅನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ phone work ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು update, if you don't do the update on your phone or your laptop, the device will not work. So ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿದಿನ Pragya madam ಹೇಳಿದ what you have to do is you have to take the interest effort. I would like to add one more letter, which is initiative to be better every 24 hours. Every 24 hours you have to be better. So even if you are working at 1% better, right, from June 14th to 15th, from 15th to 16th, you're improving again 1%. In 100 days you can be 100% better version of yourself. So in three years in course, only 2 years PUC diploma course, every year if you are improving at 1% better, you will be phenomenal. There is no opportunity which is out of your hand which you cannot leverage. So interest, effort, initiative, update yourself every 24 hours. Knowledge, skill, attitude, you're going to be phenomenal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Once again, I thank Pragya ma'am and Shravan sir for being with us today and making this session so informative, so educative. I think I really enjoyed every bit of it. I think our students would have learned a lot from today's webinar. So students gave an announcement today before we conclude. So next session bandu preparing for government job exams ಅನ್ನೋ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಸೆಷನ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ತಿರ್ಗಾ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಹೇಳಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನೀವು ಪದೇ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿಲ್ಲ, ಒಂದೇ ಸತಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಸಾಕು. ನೀವು ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ರಿಜಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಟೆಂಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ. I thank everyone once again, and over to you, Sudhana.
Thank you, Mansa. Thank you, Shravan sir, and thank you, Pragya ma'am. Be useful section for this today. Thank you.
Thank you so much for inviting us both, and it was a great interaction session. Thank you very much.
Thank you for having me on this panel with Pragya. It was very informative for me. I have learned a lot about employment exchanges and how they function. Very informative. Thank you. Thank you, Suguna, and thank you, Manasa, for moderating this session as young people. It's great to see young people moderating this session for young people. So thank you very much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much.